What else you got?
All right, so the next one, it's not necessarily a story, but it's sort of a chronological breakdown of where we're at with The Rock, and other people as well that have been kind of sacrificed for this Rock Roman match, which may or may not be happening at this point, depending on what you read. I believe that he'll be at WrestleMania. So pre Cody Rhodes signing, we go back to pre Cody Rhodes coming to the WWE. Drew McIntyre was supposed to win the Money in the Bank, and he was going to use that Money in the Bank to challenge for the UK pay-per-view. They then made, and throughout this whole time, The Rock is facing Roman at WrestleMania Day 9. They then decide to unify the belts, which is a story I had on here, but Drew was still under the impression that they were splitting them back in the summer, so he could win one belt in the UK. They then decided that Cody Rhodes was winning the Money in the Bank, and they told Drew, you don't need to win the Money in the Bank to challenge for the title in the UK. You can just challenge for the title in the UK. Then Cody Rhodes gets hurt, and Seth Rollins is meant to win the briefcase, hold it until Cody Rhodes comes back. Now, while all this is going on, and why it's so essential that Cody gets his hands on the briefcase at this time, is because The Rock had already agreed in principle that he would beat Roman Reigns, and he would only drop the belt via cash-in. So The Rock could get all his work done in one night. So he gets the win, and he doesn't leave with a belt because they've got the Money in the Bank in the background with the right person holding it, which is Cody. So that's how they were getting out of Mania as far as 8 months ago. So everything's in place for Cody to cash in, and then Roman Reigns would go off TV, and he would then challenge for his belt that he never lost to Cody because it was a Money in the Bank cash in. He lost it to The Rock. And then you get that period between WrestleMania and SummerSlam while Roman's off TV next year. If this is what they're still going to do, which they're not now, but if this is what they're planning to do, decide if Cody's working as the champion for 4 months or whether you go back to Roman Reigns and you go back to Rock and Roman Part 2 at WrestleMania 40, and whether you make that for the title or not, or whether you just give Roman Reigns his win back. That is all sorted in and put in stone until Cody gets injured. We then go from Matt Riddle being Money in the Bank winner to Sami Zayn being Money in the Bank winner to Austin Theory being Money in the Bank winner, all within 72 hours. And every guy called up and told, you're winning Money in the Bank. I know this from one of those three people that told me this, that they were called and told, and then told they weren't. So then Drew's title match, where he's told he's winning one belt, is now unified. It's only for the unification, and you're not winning anything. Then you have the Vince controversy, which all goes down, and Danny Garcia, who represents The Rock, his ex-wife, constantly asks Nick Khan for full disclosure as to what could potentially come out regarding The Rock, regarding Vince McMahon. The same questions are asked by John Cena's agents. They don't get any answers. They take John Cena off SummerSlam. Now, The Rock is still 5 months away from when he needs to be on television. Throughout that time, they don't answer the questions for The Rock to The Rock and Danny Garcia. What is going to be coming out about Vince McMahon? So then you have Nick Khan chasing Vince through the process because Nick Khan has a relationship with The Rock. And Nick Khan is told, leave it to me. I'll deal with it. Triple H is told the same. This then ends up with Nick Khan publicly outing Vince McMahon and saying that it's clear to me after a few weeks, despite the fact I was said to be in charge, only one guy is in charge, and it's not me. So there's turmoil all over the place. Nick Khan is essentially burying Vince in public by saying that I was supposed to be in charge, but it's obvious that one guy's in charge the whole time. And this sort of relates to a lot of situations, but mainly the Rock one, where Nick has a relationship with him. He's talking to their people. He wants them at WrestleMania. They're trying to find out how much is going to come out, seeing as John Cena's already decided not to do SummerSlam, and The Rock hasn't had any answers up until this point. So I don't know how that affects him turning up for Mania, because there is a side hustle here, which is trying to promote the XFL. And obviously coming off the back of Black Adam not doing well, he could do with being at WrestleMania. The payouts are relevant. $7-8 million doesn't make no difference to The Rock at all.
How much?
7 or 8 million, whatever he'll get, doesn't make any difference to him.
That's what he would get for WrestleMania for one match?
Yeah.
Oh my god.
That would make no difference to him, though.
Why did I quit wrestling? That's bro, that's something, bro. That's more than boxers. And the match is a work.
Yeah,
let me ask you this. You know anything about? Okay, I think this story is a work. The story that comes out that The Rock says he's not going to be physically ready to compete in WrestleMania. Bro, you look at The Rock. His workout. The guy is staying in shape. I don't need more than 2 weeks and 55 years old to get ready for a wrestling match. So 2-3 months beforehand saying I'm not going to have time to get. I think that's
maybe he's talking about cardio and his wind or whatever.
Bro, Joe, 2 weeks is all you need for cardio. You can absolutely train. If UFC fighters can train in 1 and 2 weeks to fight for real, The Rock can train in 2 weeks at his level of fitness to be ready for a match.
I know it came across to me as an excuse, but
what did he say?
Nothing. Dave Meltzer said it.
That's a report. Yeah, he didn't say.
That's what I'm saying. The report. Like I said, I think that report's.
Yeah.
Yeah. So
everything I'm saying is not. Everything I'm saying is the process that we've gone through. So
right.